Again, we are continuing our coverage of fire and 4 explosions on the Mobile River. We've been, a lot of our reporting has been from the west side of the river, but we've had one report earlier from our news director from the east side, and I understand now that Chad Petrie is also on the east side of the river, and we're going to get his perspective from the east side. And Chad, well, what are you seeing there?
Well, Mel, what we're seeing right now is a situation where the smoke up in the sky has sort of been dissipating from a slight wind that we've been having, and also we've had police officers on the scene, some ambulances as well, Mobile Fire and Rescue right now. And the other unusual thing about what we're dealing with here is we're in an area that's usually full of activity because they have shipbuilding, ship construction here at Austell going at all hours of the night, 24 hours a day, but not right now. Everything's been really brought to a halt because those employees have been let go for the evening. We've seen the people kind of file out of here slowly. And when I first got here near AIDT, police were blocking traffic and there were a few people kind of stranded because they couldn't get to their cars. But for right now, the situation that we have here right now, a few police cars, few ambulances. I spoke with the chief of Mobile Fire and Rescue a few minutes ago. He was saying that they're just going to have to wait this one out and wait for this situation to calm itself down because they've got to stay safe in this situation. They've got to wait for the fire to burn itself out. And police are out here really directing traffic, making sure nobody who isn't supposed to be down there gets to that area. As far as Mobile Fire and Rescue can tell at this point, this is purely an accident so far, but that's all they're able to get on the preliminary side. And as far as injuries, the fire chief says that they have transported 3 people to local hospitals. He says he was not aware of the extent of their injuries at this point, but we'll continue to monitor this situation. It's going to be a long night for all these first responders out here who are going to be waiting out this fire, making sure it goes out before they really get to investigating exactly what happened here earlier this evening. Mel?
And thank you very much. Again, that's as far as police allowing you to go. I think you're on Dunlap Drive, if I'm not mistaken. That's as far as they're allowing you to go at this point.
That's correct. That's correct. We are on the east side. For the past couple of days, we've been coming to an area around Mobile Abrasives to kind of get closer, but we can't get near that. We're also looking up at the sky. I don't know if you can see that right about now, but you can see kind of the smoke dissipating in this area, and it's very faint right now, the situation. It's harder to see than it was earlier, probably a little bit harder with the kind of gear that we're using right now, but still it's a situation that is evolving this evening. And it's really coming down to patience as to waiting this thing out and making sure everybody is getting through this quite safely this evening, Mel.
Chad, with the police there keeping people from moving in, have you seen a lot of sightseers coming out where you are? I know over at Cooper Riverside Park, they had to move folks out, but what about where you are?
I've seen a few gawkers here and there, but mostly the people that aren't first responders are people that work for the shipbuilding companies right now, and they're the ones that are kind of being asked to leave and just they've gone home for the evening as well.
All right. Thank you so much for Chad Petrie for that News 5 Eye report. Now we're going to